أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد طيبين الطاهرين أما بعد فيا أيها الإخوة brothers in Islam as well as in humanity, may I greet you all with our universal greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am taking this opportunity to talk to our people, the Muslims all over the world. We're facing a fitna, and that this fitna should be addressed. The fitna stems from the statement of no less than the new President of the United States of America, President Donald Trump. We are all aware of what took place a couple of weeks ago when he started banning Muslims, especially the 7 majority Muslim countries in the Middle East. I could have kept my silence and do not bother to give a comment on this, but I believe this is already too much. So I keep my silence no more. I have to come into the open and give a very frank statement with the President of the United States of America. Mr. Trump should realize that there are almost 2 billion Muslims all over the world, and that figure is the present figure. Secondly, being the President of the United States, I believe that Mr. Trump as President should be a colorless president, because perhaps Mr. Trump forgot, but he should realize that he is not only the president of Jews or Christians or Buddhists or Hindus. You are also the president of the Muslims. And as such, the implication of your statement when you started generalizing the Muslims is so unfair. Islam never taught us to fight even the Christians or the Jews. Islam taught us to live side by side with Jews and Christians, that we could live and coexist with them. This is what Islam taught us. And in our Quran, we are taught to recognize all those revealed religions, and they are addressed to in the Quran to be the people of the book. In other words, we recognize the Jews and the Christians. We do not discriminate people. Now, how comes a country in the world who is the most civil, this is what they claim, the most civil country in the world who had been championing democracy, has, after all, in the end, showed its picture, his real face, that in fact he is discriminating people. And the statement is so unfair that right now I believe that Mr. Trump is inviting trouble. We do not have the intention to do so. We are peace lovers, as our religion teaches us to be tolerant, to be moderate, to love each other, to protect each other, to share what we have to those who are in need. This is what our religion teaches us. To love Christians and Jews like ourselves. But to hear a president from the most powerful country in the world giving a sweeping statement as if all Muslims are the culprits of the troubles in the world, to me, I find it to be very disgusting. I'm sorry for the word. It is unfair. So, I am calling my Muslim brothers all over the world. More than 50 countries right now in the world. I'm calling our brothers in the Middle East. I'm calling our brothers in Europe, in Asia, in Southeast Asia. All of these countries, from Saudi Arabia to Yemen, to Bahrain, to Qatar, to the Emirates, to Oman, to Iran, Iraq, Pakistan, Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, Syria, Jordan, Palestine, Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Morocco, Chad, Sudan, Ethiopia, and other big Muslim countries who are close to us in Southeast Asia, like Indonesia, Brunei, and Malaysia. I'm calling all the ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam right now to come together and be united. We are facing a fitna. Muslims all over the world is now the target of another form of extremism. So I am appealing to all the Muslim brothers in the Middle East. I do not intend to incite physical confrontation with the United States of America or Europe, but I'm calling the Muslim brothers to be united. We should always remember what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in the very beginning. And I'd like to remind all of you, and this is what Allah Ta'ala says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَاعْتَسِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا أَذْكُرُوا نِعْمَتِي الَّتِي أَنْعَمْتُ عَلَيْكُمْ. O ye Muslims, hold fast all together in the rope of Allah and be not divided among yourselves. I'm calling to all our brothers in the Middle East to stop all of these wars among Muslims in Syria, in Egypt, in Tunisia, in Bahrain, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, in Kurdistan, in Yemen, and in many parts of the world. Let us all be united. This is the time for the Muslim Ummah to be united and to confront the global threat that is now directed towards us. Because right now there is an ongoing global conspiracy directed to the Muslims. And we have to change the condition that we have in our societies right now. And I'd like to remind you what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said when He said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma bi qawmin hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim. That Allah will never change the condition of the people. Allah will not change our ummah if we do not change our lives. Now, if we would wish to continue this mudslinging, the ongoing bloodbath, the ongoing confrontation among the Muslim Ummah, then there is nothing we can do. We will be altogether be sinking into the lurk. But of course, I appeal to the sober minds of every individual, especially our Muslim brothers in the Middle East, to come together, talk to each other, embrace each other as brothers. We all belong to the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So let us all be united. When we are united, then no country in the world, no matter how powerful they may be, they would not be able to bully us around. I'm calling our Muslim brothers in Iran, in Turkey, in Egypt, in Indonesia, in Malaysia, in Pakistan, in Nigeria, in Bahrain, in Qatar, in the Emirates, all the Muslim brothers, let us be united. We can come together, unite our resources, unite our strength, so that we would be able to raise the banner of Islam, the banner of La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. I hope and I pray that those who were able to listen to this call would come together, so that we would be able to realize the unity of the Muslims all over the world, so that the world will be at peace. We wish to live in peace with the rest of humanity. We can live side by side and coexist with each other, defining the limits. We can be tolerant to everybody. We can have not just tolerant but also moderation all around, so that this world will become a better place to live. So thank you so much. May Allah bless us all and guide us all to the right path. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.